Again, you can veto at any point before 3 minutes, and I think it's 3 minutes, right?
Yes, that's correct.
And you only get one per round, so Mr. has used his. Yeah. In this tournament, we're allowing, due to the fact that random gods exist, we can veto a map if there is a map screw. It's very fair, and both players can use it if they need to, and it's not going to hinder the game at all. Okay, again, map is Ghostlake. Playing with Ghostlake. So here, Ghostlake. So we have Ghostlake spawning in the bottom of the map playing Poseidon again. It's blue color, both players are playing the same god. Both players in the same color. Mr. Zeus, Ghostlake, Poseidon. And both players have found their hunt. That's great. So we see the hunt of choice for this map to be spawned on Ghostlake. Two separate sorts of starting hunt can happen. It's either going to be Auroch or Boar. And this map is spawned Auroch, and they contain 400 food, and they're good. Sometimes you get Boar, which means you can get two lots. You can get 2 lots of 3 Boar, or you can get 1 or 2 lots of 1 Boar, or 2 lots of 2 Boar, or you can get like 1 lot of 2 Auroch, or 2 lots of 2 Auroch. I think that's how you say it, but whichever. So this is going to be really good because Greek versus Greek, in my opinion, is one of the most balanced, like, same Civ matchups, because they both have they all have very similar kits, but they all have their own unique stuff. They spec into their own unique stuff. Like Poseidon has really strong cavalry, and Zeus has really strong infantry. But it's not like if Mr. were to go cavalry, he's going to be at a disadvantage because the cavalry are equally strong. They're just a little bit more expensive. So, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see cavalry being used by both players, but I feel like due to the hunt, we can see a 1-1-1 sort of thing from Mr. So Mr. can start using like hoplites and things like that in the mix of his army, because mobility on this map is important at a stage in the game, and if you can get past that stage in the game, then it's fine to go hoplites and stuff like that. We see just standard build orders at the start. Mister's got 3 villages on the wood. He's going to put 3 villages onto his gold. See Ghostlake with 4 villages on wood, 2 villages on gold. Probably going to put 4 villages on gold at the end. And he's going to go from there. We can see some relics on the map. We see the arrows of the Alpha, which is close to Mister, which is 20% building pierce attack. We see the Titan's Treasure, which gives you a negative 25% secrets of the Titan's cost. Neither relic going to really affect this game all too much, because I do not see this game going to Titan Age for any real reason, because it's not really important or strength of these races getting to the Titan Age, more just getting to the late game. But because they're both Greek, getting to the late game doesn't matter that much, because both civilizations have access to the same strong late game. And in addition to that, the reason why Zeus's late game is so strong against non-Greek civilizations is because of Myrmidon, and Myrmidon have a bonus to every unit which is non-Greek. So using Myrmidon against Greek units is kind of silly. So it sort of makes the late game extremely even for both Ghostlake and Mr. if they do get there. So rushing through that time age isn't that important, and that relic isn't that important. Just the arrows of the Alpha is going to be pretty good if Tower Lame starts happening, but that's not going to influence the early game at all. We're going to be able to see a purely skill-based matchup here with lots of micro and stuff like that. And we do see Hermes getting researched by Mr. and we see Hermes also getting researched by Ghostlake. So what we're going to probably see from Mr., because he's got like, what's that, 10 villages on wood? Centaurs coming out for Mr. So Mr's going to run around shooting people, killing all the villagers with his centaur, and basically Ghostlake's going to have to defend against it. And there's nothing he can do about it. He's going to use Hippolyta and send her in some positions. He's going to wall up and all that other junk like that. And you see Ghostlake moving around. He's going to try and harass these villagers with his Theseus, but they've already finished hunting for that location, so it doesn't really matter. Mr. using Bolt on that, I'm not sure if I'm all too happy with that. Probably could have waited for the Bolt, and then used it a little bit later when forcing Theseus to get built later, instead of right away, because he's going to get that center up to his opponent's food and not really do anything to it, because the Theseus will be out. Jason's there for Mr. He's going to pick up the arrows of the Alpha and have stronger towers, so he can tower lane better. Well, there's no such thing as tower laning better, because it's really easy to plant towers down. And Mister's just going to waddle around with his stuff. I don't think... Oh, Ghostlake's making a bit of a bold play here. Mister's got this scouted, and I don't think moving over here to get the town center or anything is a great idea. He's going to force the siege fire, I think. Because I think Mister does see that, and he should move right over there. He's going to go there right away. He did use his special attack onto the centaur, but again, there's the Theseus. So if he did save his bolt right now, then this would not be an issue. This Theseus would not be an issue. He could remove it, and then he'd force a build time of 9 seconds for that Theseus to come out, so he'd at least be able to pick off a villager or two. You do see Jason coming in. He's going to try and pick off the centaur with that Jason, or at least do something to it. And he does manage to pick that off, but Hippolyta is out now, so even one attack is going to be detrimental. Hippolyta's track rating is so bad. I don't understand why. It doesn't make any sense why Hippolyta's track rating is so bad. She misses so often. She's unfortunately, she's one of the worst classical age Greek heroes because of this fact. She just has a poor ability to shoot. It's like she's an archer. She should be able to shoot stuff well. Anyways, that's enough of that rant. We see stables going up for Mr. We see nothing yet up for Ghostlake. He needs to throw up a stable at some point. There we go. It's throwing up in a pretty good position just to sort of protect stuff. And Mr. now running in, going to pick up another villager here for free. It's a good win for him, and possibly even another one. Not enough damage, but he's going to retreat over there. It might be worthwhile for Ghostlake to reposition his wood to the bottom side of that tree so that Mr. can't just run in and kill stuff. Mr. now grabbing his second town center as well, so Ghostlake's not going to be at any advantage. He's had his second town center for a little bit longer, so his civilian count should be at least on par with Mr.'s, even though he has lost a couple of villagers. He's been able to produce some more than Mr. himself, which is good. This is why this matchup is pretty even, because you're sacrificing your villagers for more villagers to get produced. So it's okay. It's an okay sacrifice. As Mister's just wandering around, seeing if he can pick up any stray villagers, seeing if he can pick up anything for that matter. But looks like Ghostlake's positioned his wood villagers quite nicely, so there's nothing that Mister can do with the centaur. And he probably should stop building centaur at this point. I don't really see any point to them because Ghostlake's so walled up. I mean, you can use them in your army, but at a stage they stop becoming powerful, and especially against a Hippicon-based army. But it looks like Mister's not going to give up on those centaur just yet. He's still building some of those Hippicons, getting stable up. He's going to get all of the stuff that's good, and all the stuff he enjoys. He's got his second town center up. Might want to think about getting that third town center up because there's not a lot happening at the moment. It is 2 gold mine Ghostlake, so we're going to have to wait until at least the 15-minute mark before a second gold mine's needed. Ghostlake's got only 1 second gold mine though, unfortunately, and Mister's got 2. This is weird. This never happens. There's got to be another gold mine which hasn't been scouted somewhere, because Age of Mythology doesn't let odd numbers of gold mines spawn. Correct me if I'm wrong, but is there only 3 gold mines on the map that you can see?
Yeah, unless it's like hidden in this one of these like very small black spots along the edge.
I think it has to be. Like, there's no way that this game spawns like that. Yeah, it's probably in the left side of the map because there's a, yeah, I'm guessing in that little strip at the top left. But it's a four large gold mine Ghost Lake, which is pretty standard, especially with a 2 gold mine start. It's generally what happens. And I think Ghost Lake will be able to survive off that 1 gold mine, on that 1 large gold mine. There's not really all that much that can happen. Like, should be fine. And we do see Ghost Lake going for that 3rd town center. He's casting Siegefire. He's pretty happy with using that just to secure this 3rd town center without any issues. Mister, on the other hand, he's just booming like crazily. He doesn't have pickaxe yet, but he doesn't. Ooh, it'd probably be worthwhile getting pickaxe at this moment, just because he's got a fair amount of villagers on gold. But he wants to spend that wood on the town center first, and then he'll grab that pickaxe a little bit later. Ghost Lake, on the other hand, already has pickaxe, has husbandry, has all that good stuff. One thing which Mister should probably do is grab plow. It's a massive boost to your farming economy. As soon as you get farms out, you should get plow. As well as Ghost Lake. But it looks like just a lot of these resources are getting spent on unnecessary things at the moment, like centaurs. I think it's all about ordering, in my opinion, and that's how you get more stuff done. If you order stuff in the correct way, you're going to get like lots of good things out of it. For example, instead of building your cavalry now, you build a villager first, and then you build a cavalry after you can afford it. So you want to order villagers over military because you're going to get more economy out of it, and thus get more military. But we don't see plow coming out just yet for Mister. So he's forgotten about that. And we don't see a plow yet for Ghost Lake. So that's unfortunate for both players. It's a very strong upgrade. And Mister getting a little bit caught out here. He has built up his military academy at the right point in the game, just when mobility is really not important. And Mister just sneaking in here, picking up 1 villager for free on the farms in the base of town center. Just see that Ghost Lake's making a little bit of a raid into the back of Mister's base, but there's not really much that he can pick off with those units. He's going to pick off a granary, but that's not going to really matter too much. And Mister's making a little bit of a push in the middle of the map. He knows that it's 12 minutes in. There's only 2,500 gold left, or 2,700 gold left on the home gold mines. You can pretty much tell how much gold your opponent has by how much gold you have left. He has a lot. Mister has a lot of gold left because he had the ability of producing centaur, which is something he has to take into account though. But he's going to be okay. He's going to be okay with that. I'm still intrigued as to where this gold mine is, because it could either be in the top right-hand corner or the left-hand corner. Sorry, it could either be in the right-hand corner or the left-hand corner. It's just a bit odd. You don't often see games like this where gold mines aren't scouted because they're important. Anyhow, see Mister just running around being heaps mobile and stuff. He's got his hoplites sitting in his base. I don't really know what his plan is with them. If he's going to make some sort of push and stuff like that, then it'll be really strong. Like, especially with the hoplite, because there's no ceasefire. He can push right through the temple without any issues, and then he can make an attack onto here. And it's just forcing Ghost Lake's hand. Ghost Lake's done up more stables though. I'm not sure is a good idea. If he gets out a couple of hoplite himself, then that'd be pretty strong. Actually, getting hoplite would be a bad idea because there's so many centaur. I take that back. We have to go lots and lots of hippocon and lots of toxotos, or something like that. And Mister making a push onto this gold mine now. He's actually going to be able to stop Ghost Lake from getting it. He's got so many military. If you look at the military units, yeah, Mister's actually sitting at about 25 military units to Ghost Lake's 15-ish, give or take. So Ghost Lake's a little bit behind in that regard, and Mister's just going to be bullying Ghost Lake off this gold mine. But at the moment, that's okay. Ghost Lake's probably going to go through not Apollo, through Aphrodite, and then utilize Curse to get that gold mine because there's so many Centaur there, and if he can curse off the Hippocon and Hoplite of Mister, then you can use his Hippolyta to pick off all of those Centaur. But we'll see if Ghostlake can actually manage to do that. Ghostlake just making a bit of a raid onto the gold mine at that home base of Mister, and just putting some pressure onto Mister and trying to release some of himself. And Mister's going to react to that by sending his Centaur over there, which is easily going to be able to deal with him with a couple of special attacks. Do we see... We don't yet see the heroic age for either player. Oh, we see Dionysus for Mister. So Mister's going to be utilizing the bronze Dionysus to make that final push on that gold mine of Ghostlake. He must be really struggling for gold at the moment because he's got like 11 plus 16. He's got like 27 villages on gold. It's like, that's a lot for this stage of the game, and he's now trying to fight this location, which is not actually in his best interest at all. Ghostlake, he's fighting this fight pretty poorly because there's so many Centaur here, and what's the point in doing this if you're going to the heroic age? Is he going to the heroic age? He's not even going to the heroic age. You should be focusing on getting into a position where he can deal with myth units. And I guess Greek has a similar issue to Gaia in that when people mass myth units, it's very difficult to deal with them as Greek unless you can mass myth units yourself. But yeah, he's just microing around and trying to stop that Hippolyta from doing damage. You can see how much damage the Hippolyta does though when she hits myth units. She actually has 600% bonus damage versus myth units, which is 60 damage. Yeah, it's so crazy. At least I think it's 60 damage. I could be way off. It could be even more than that. My maths isn't good with percents. I don't know what 10 times 600 is. No, that's not how it works. Is it 10 times 6? You maths majors.
6 times 10.
6 times 10, yeah. So
60.
it is 6. Oh. Anyways, looks like Ghostlake's throwing a tower down onto Mister's gold mine. Mister's actually forgotten about that, but fortunately for Mister, villagers actually have a bonus against towers, so they do stuff like that. Mister going to be running in through here, picking off the wood more. He's actually got 17 hoplites, heavy hoplites at that, so they can actually pick off a town center really quickly. And I don't know if Ghostlake can actually react to this, because if he does, then Mister can just move in and kill off his gold mine. If he doesn't, then he loses a town center. So it's pretty huge, the issue with this. But it looks like Ghostlake's like, oh, screw it, I'm attacking you if you're attacking me. And Mister's going to be... Well, actually, I don't know if he's going to be able to pick off that town center. Masons has been researched. And... Well, I don't know. Looks like Mister's going to be able to hold here, though. He's got a Scala, a Hydra out, which is going to be able to tank all that damage, and without any myth units of Ghostlakes and any heroes of his own, he's not going to be able to do it too much. So Mister losing all of those hoplites. I thought for sure with 17 hoplites he'd be able to pick up a town center, but there were so many villages there repairing the town center that he was able to survive it. Mister's got some really nice armor upgrades as well. Like, he's got everything that he needs to, and he's playing extremely well. And he's just going to retreat out now of the pressure on the gold mine. And Ghostlake's still definitely in this game. Can still definitely win this game. He's going to have to retreat. He can't keep fighting losing battles, because he's just going to get further and further behind. He has to fight battles he can win, pick off stray units until he's back in the game. Is Mister going to the Mythic Age now? Yeah, he's going through... Mister's going through the Mythic Age through Hera. Undoubtedly, Hera is not as strong as Hephaestus, but Hera is a game closer, and if you're struggling to close a game, then just gotta kill those stuff. I really want. It sounds bad, but I really want this game to end just to see where that gold mine is. And if it doesn't exist, then my whole theory that gold mines spawn in even numbers is bust. And I like that theory.
Well, we've seen the spot that it could be on the right side, so it's not there.
Yeah. Really weird. Anyways, Mister's just like doing like late game hoplite raiding, and it's not even late game yet. Like he's hit the heroic age, and there we go. He's going to be using the lightning storm onto Ghostlake's army, and there's the GG.